October 7th, 2020, Fluency. So we're going to start with the number 52. And then we are going to take this 52 and we are going to subtract 45 and 67 hundredths from your number. So how can we write 52 as a decimal? Oh yeah, we can just put that decimal point right after and 0. Because remember, if you have a decimal, for example, if you have $52, you'd have 0 cents. So we're going to subtract or minus we are going to subtract 45 and 67 hundredths from our number. So what are we going to do with that decimal? Line them up. Line them up. All right, so we have 45 and 67 hundredths. All right, now we are going to take this and we are going to subtract. Can we do 0 minus 7? Nope, we cannot. So we need to borrow from this 0. Oh, looks like we can't borrow from this 0, so we need to borrow from this 2. This 2 will become a 1 to make this a 10. This 0 to become a 10. Now we can borrow from this 10 to make this a 10. So now we can borrow. So this 10, whoop. No, go back. Ah, whoa, so sorry. All right, so that 0 is going to become a 9 to make the other a 10. Let's bring that to the front. All right, so we're going to make that a 9 to make this 0 a 10. Alrighty, now we have 10 minus 7. We know that. 10 minus 7 is going to be 3. So I'm going to put that 3 down there. What about 9 minus 6? Oh yeah, 9 minus 6 is going to be 3. What do I do with that decimal? Drop it low. Drop it like it's hot. 1 minus 5. Can we do that? No, we can't. So we need to borrow. That 5 is going to become a 4. So that we can make that 1 an 11. So this 1 is going to become an 11. So now we have 11 minus 5, which is going to be 6. And then we have 4 minus 4, which is just 0. So right now, what we have over here is going to be 6 and 33 hundredths. So that's what we have so far. So I'm going to put that right, I'm going to make that a little bit smaller so that we know, okay, so we did just subtract. So I'm going to put this in green because that's what we did. So we check, we're done with that part. Now, we have this 6 and 33 hundredths. We are going to add 17 and 62 hundredths to our difference. So remember, our difference was the answer to our subtraction problem. So over here, we are going to add 17 and 62 hundredths. So I'm actually going to move these over here. All right, so now we are going to add. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these down a little bit so that we can add. So when we add, remember, line up your decimals. 17, and which is our decimal point, 17 and 62 hundredths, 62 hundredths. All right, now we can add. So we have 3 plus 2. What is 3 plus 2? That is 5. Then we have 3 plus 6. That's going to be 9. What do I do with that decimal? Drop it low. Drop it like it's hot. 6 plus 7 is going to be 13. It's going to be 13. I'm going to carry that 1 and drop that 3. And then 1 plus 1 is going to be 2. So now we have 23 and 95 hundredths. So I'm going to do that over here again. I'm going to write in parentheses, we have, maybe 23 and 95 hundredths. That's our number we have now. All right, so we just added, so I'm going to put that in green because we just did that. Now let's take a look at this next one. So subtract 5 and 14 hundredths from your sum. Remember that word sum means our answer to our addition problem. So we are going to take 23 and 95 hundredths. 23 and 95 hundredths. So we're going to have that decimal points. Move it over just a little bit. I'll move it down a little bit too. And 95 hundredths, trying to get it all on here for us. And we are going to subtract. So we're going to subtract 5 and 4. Ooh, let's move that to the front. 5 and 14 hundredths. So 5, remember, line up those decimals. 5 and 14 hundredths. Alrighty, now we can subtract. 5 minus 4 is going to give us 1. 9 minus 1 is going to give us 8. Drop that decimal, drop it low, drop it like it's hot. Let me move that over a little bit. There we go. 3 minus 5, we can't do that. So we need to borrow from our 2 here to make that 2 a 1, to make this 3 a 13. So this 3 will become a 13. Not that 10, I'm going to make that a 13. And now we have 13 minus 5, which should give us 8. And then we have 1 minus 0 gives us 1. Whoa, 1881, so cool, it's our answer. Now we have 18 and 81 hundredths. So we subtracted. Do we have anything else to do? Nope, it just asks, what is our final value? What was the final number that we ended with? So we're going to type in our answer. We ended with 18 and 81 hundredths. You can make that bigger if you'd like to. You don't have to. But 18 and 81 hundredths is our final answer.